Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at when older women regret hitting the wall. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
I feel like I'm a single mom.
Cause you don't be yourself.
How do you feel like I don't be myself?
That's not even your real hair.
I can wear a wig if I want to.
Yeah, but without a wig, you look like a grown man.
Hey, if you ever want the truth, just ask a kid. They tell it like it is.
Husband left me after 47 years of marriage, so here is everything I did to look 30 years younger at age 57.
Well, that math ain't mathin'. You got way bigger problems than trying to look younger.
Ma'am, did you get married at 10? I'm not buying any of this.
Good morning! Cheers! Do you know how bad I just want to say all the fucking things I want to say so bad? And I cannot because I'm too nice. But holy, it literally makes me so frustrated that I cry. That's why I'm crying.
For context, she's in that time of the month, though I think we all saw that one coming.
Is anybody here 30 and up and still single?
I have a 4-year-old.
That's not what I asked.
Wait, you're 39 and you have a 4-year-old? It's not a catch.
Dude, I didn't ask you to unpack everything. What the hell? I'm just like trying to do my, I was just like, it was like a rhetorical question. I didn't actually care. You see what happened there, right? I asked a very simple question and she got insecure and she's like, oh, I don't know, I'm single, I'm 39, I'm not a catch.
Why would you go to a comedy club and start trauma dumping on a comedian? Is that woman okay?
First of all, my worth isn't determined by a man saying that I'm worthy.
Yes,
Correct?
it is.
Ma'am, that's only true if you want to remain single the rest of your life.
What is something you regret not saying to someone?
Sorry, I cheated on you? I did, and it didn't feel good, and I wouldn't do it again. I really hurt his feelings, and it was super selfish.
If you can go back in time, what would you have said?
I just wouldn't have done it, because I didn't end up with that person. I wouldn't have stayed with the other person either. I just would have done it the right way. I call that other person my getaway car. I could have just gotten away by like my 2 feet.
Why do you think you did it?
I didn't have the courage and the fortitude that I have now, and I didn't know myself that well, and I was scared. I thought there was something better out there, and I wasn't ready to leap until I had the other thing, the getaway car.
What is the biggest lesson you've learned?
You have to do the work in therapy. You have to understand what things are your triggers and what upsets you so that you can then not hurt other people.
From your experience, if you can give an advice, what would it be?
Your journey is important, and so I can't really tell you what to do, but do the work because it helps, and then you hurt less people because hurt people hurt people.
Can I have your name and where you're from?
Whitney, New York.
Studies show cheaters are 2 to 3 times more likely to cheat again in a new relationship than those who never have. Just saying.
I just saw someone's post that said, you're missing someone who knows where you're at and how to contact you.
Or you could try contacting him, assuming he didn't get a restraining order.
I love Chucky.
You have mental issues.
You a streamer?
No, but you scare me. You're a child.
You are a streamer.
Chucky, and you have a clown mask. What's wrong with you?
Are you
parents around?
You just look Ain't no way a girl has that flat of
1, don't look at me. 2, you're a child.
3, you got more of a masculine voice than I do.
4, you're a
And 5, you got bushier eyebrows than mine. You just pick out a roll of caterpillars every day and just slip that on. God diggity damn, it's like a Sharpie. The highlights are not doing you any good. You look like an old lady because the hair in the back looks like it's going gray.
It's all blonde. What are you yapping about?
And you're using Gen Z terminology.
That wasn't just any roast. Little man here deep fried this woman. That was brutal.
Because I know my worth and I make a lot of money and I'm pretty.
No, not at all.
Being pretty don't even ensure that you will get a ring. Men don't marry looks. We have looks. Men marry behavior. Your behavior determines whether you get the ring or not the looks. Halle Berry is beautiful. Kim Kardashian is beautiful to a lot of people. There's a slew of women that have the money and the fame, but they cannot keep. We marry behavior. So if you are not even proficient at the things that are intrinsically important to a man, you can't be high value because your money ain't intrinsically important to us. You being soft is. You anticipating what we need and providing that without us having to prompt you or ask you, that's important. not knowing your worth.
He just explained the game, but I don't think these ladies want to play.
I got a lot of personalities. That's why people think they can figure me out. You can't figure me out. I got split personality disorder. Of course you're not gonna feel like I'm this way and I'm not that way and I'm this way and I'm not that way. I just gotta be in a certain setting. Y'all call it code switching? Why do you think I can play a role so well? Why do you think I can play a role so well? I got split personality disorder. That's why, like, if y'all watch me for long enough, you will see that I go through several moods in my stream, and I'm like that in person. Like, I could be hee-hee-ha and out the blue. I'm like, I just got mad. And most people be like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't know. I just got mad. I don't know why I'm mad. I'm mad. I could be mad. And then people look at me like I'm crazy. Like, that's just, yeah. I'm diagnosed with all that. But that's because I used to be crying, and I start laughing, then I'll be like, nah, I'm cool. Like, when I went to therapy, like, I went through all my emotions while I was in there. But that's just what I do, you feel me? Like, I cry and then I start laughing. And I'll be like, yeah, this is stupid.
Man, mental health issues are not a flex. I hope you find the help that you need.
Realistic. How much income will your future husband make?
For one thing, I don't want to get married, just for the record. I mean, I want kids. No, but I'm not saying that, like, I necessarily have to be married to have kids.
You just want to be an incubator?
Because I don't think that necessarily I'm going to be madly in love with the person that I decide to have kids with. I think that's
holy, that's a scarlet letter.
I'm just not somebody that's like deeply emotional. I can't envision myself like falling in love with a guy and wanting to spend the rest of my life with him. No.
And if you're not a very emotional person and you're not very like lovey-dovey or nurturing or anything like that, why do you think you'd be a good parent?
Well, I'm not. Like, I don't think that I never a child, but I think that that's a different type of love than like a romantic love.
It is a different type of love, but I mean, there's definitely a correlation with like, if you feel like you're not capable of falling in love and making someone feel loved and, you know, cared for and like you care about their needs and everything like that, then I'm not really sure that you can make a child feel like that just because you're their parent.
Imagine your greatest qualification for being a parent is, I'm not a monster. The bar is so low, it's on the 7th basement.
I don't want to be with my husband anymore. His energy is impacting my energy. I got with my husband out of potential. He had the potential to be a great earner, to be a great father. And you know what? He is a great father, a great provider. He's not a great partner. I am chaotic and wild, and I love that about me. And for the longest time, he anchored me. He held me down. I would be fine doing everything on my own. He just makes things a little easier with childcare and money and money. Maybe he'll change. He won't. And if he does change, it's not at the pace that I am changing. And I am changing so rapidly. I need to fly away. I want this dissolved.
A few moments later.
I feel like I've been going through the stages of grief of my marriage for the past 4 years. I got sober, I got healthy, and I realized if I worked on myself enough, then we would fit better. So much couples counseling, so much individual therapy, so much internal trauma work only made our disconnect stronger.
Not every woman is fit to be in a relationship, and that's alright. Just do yourself a favor. If you spot one of these broken women, don't even try to fix them.
Severely, he screwed my life up. I've waited for my husband for so many years, and I'm just getting mad.
What kind of world do we live in where a normal, regular girl cannot find just a regular guy out here to date?
They're telling women to be just like men, be as promiscuous as you want, just behave like a man. Yeah. You know, climb the corporate ladder, get degrees. And now you have women that are in their late 30s and like, I did the corporate ladder. I have the house. I have the Tesla. I've paid off my debt. I've decorated my house beautifully. I'm a wonderful cat mom to my 3 cats. Why can't I find a man? I'm attractive. It's like, because you've basically turned yourself into a man. You've accomplished all the things that a man is supposed to accomplish to attract a woman. And now you've priced yourself out of the dating market.
Harsh, but true. Modern women are turning themselves into the men they want to marry.
But can I be honest, y'all? I don't want a job. I don't even want a job. OMG. Please, somebody. I don't want a job. I don't want to work. Just give me the money. OMG.
Maybe try manifesting, lady. That always works.
I remember growing up. I'm 44 years old. I remember growing up. And what's the songs that used to come out? The Lil Boosie, INDEPEN. And then what was the one, Beyonce, all the women is independent. Y'all, when them songs came on, who never got up was me. Who never got up? Because I ain't never been independent. I've always needed a man. I need help with all of my bills, my car issues, maintenance. hair. I need help with all of it. People used to say back in the day, because I've been married now for a very long time, and they used to say, you know, I always knew you would get married, John. Me too. I always knew I was going to get married too. I don't know what these new women, I don't know what their issue is. They don't want to look good, and the ones that do look good, they think they're so fine that they think beauty is going to last forever. Baby, it don't. Everything goes south. Okay? Everything that was up comes down.
Didn't we used to have all these beauty ads about women fighting gravity? Guess who's still undefeated?
I can never win. Now they want to put me in anger management because I told my therapist to shut the up and let me talk. Because they keep saying, I'm sorry you went through that. Help me fix it. I don't want to feel this way. What the you mean you sorry?
And how does that make you feel?
Why are black women the least married? One of the reasons is selfishness. They are taught from a young age all of the things that a man is not capable of doing before they even know what a man is. They are taught they'll cheat, they lie, all of these things. They're taught a list of bad behaviors from the experiences of the women who dealt with these men. And then when that woman is past 30 and don't got no man and don't got no prospects, then those same people who were encouraging her to be single and not waste her time and focus are the same ones like, you ain't never gonna have no kids. You ain't gonna get married. While you're growing into the woman that you're gonna be, it's best to be growing with a man. When you just been out there focusing on you got your own house, your own apartment, your own car, your own this, your own that, you become selfish. Oh, well, I just have OCD. No, you're just neurotic. You just got nagging syndrome because you've been so selfish and so moving at your own pace and only doing what you want to do that now to incorporate somebody else into that lifestyle, you can't do it.
Modern women build themselves for independence, not relationships. When your entire life revolves around I don't need a man, don't be shocked when men take the hint.
What does your mom think of your comedy?
Oh, she's like, just because you're ugly doesn't mean you're funny. You know, not ugly if you are funny. I said, Mama, I was not ugly. I was Miss China 2014. She goes, no, you're older. You're Miss Chinatown.
Damn. You Miss Chinatown.
She's
so
quick on the goddamn draw.
Oh, quick as like, yes. She said you Miss China to Miss Chinatown.
The roasting speed of Asian moms should be studied by scientists. What a savage.
I have never once asked my wife what her plans are when she goes and hangs out with her friends. And it's not because I don't care. I don't, but that's not the reason. I've never asked my wife what her plans are because I know that her and her friends can't have enough fun to die. Like, I've seen my wife come home from her craziest night, her wildest night. She kicks in the apartment door. It was crazy! Megan fell! And I'm always following this. What you mean, she fell off a boat or something, like a bridge? Like, what do you mean she fell? She's like, no, it was crazy. Her heel broke and she fell. We walked home barefoot. It was crazy. I'm like, that's crazy? Your massive Brontosaurus of a friend Megan's heel broke? That's crazy? The laws of physics are crazy to you? When Megan fee-fi full-funked into our apartment, I looked at those heels. I said, they better be made of Wolverine claws, those heels. Or they're turning into dust tonight. That's what's happening. I don't even think they thought she was barefoot. I think they thought she was wearing Uggs. I honestly believe that. And don't think I'm being mean to Megan. I know Megan since I was a kid. I literally saw Megan and her family stampede Mufasa.
Megan didn't catch just a few strays. She caught a whole clip.
Yeah, somebody said I look like Marilyn Monroe after she ate Lizzo. What? Honestly, who cares? That's a hater, like, who's bored with their life. Let me see what you look like. Yeah, why do you... He don't even have a picture on his thing. That's how you know they're, like, busted.
I thought Lizzo was supposed to be stunning and brave. That's what they keep telling us anyways. Why is she so offended?
So I just turned 32 and I'm single, and I feel like I'm at this point in my life where if a man isn't adding some sort of value to my life, or if he's just gonna disrupt my peace, like, honestly, I don't want it.
Women like these don't have baggage. They have a whole storage unit.
Your last heartbreak, was it your fault or theirs?
It was totally my fault. I developed feelings for someone else while I was dating someone, and I actually told my partner because we did have a really great, communicative, healthy relationship. I was like, listen, I don't know what's happening, but I have really strong feelings for my best friend. I think I started out trying to handle it really maturely, and then I realized that it was just a really situation, and there's just some things where even if you're trying to, you know, protect the other person, life is a lot messier than we think, and I was super stressed out when that whole situation started to happen because I was like, oh no, like, I don't want to be like all these bad people that I see in my life. And then I kind of realized that these things happen and like, you can't really help a feeling. And sometimes things just aren't meant to be, so.
Did she really just say you can't help a feeling? Lady, you can. It's called self-control and boundaries. Out of respect for your partner, don't put yourself in situations that can lead to cheating. It's really that simple.
I've given up my body more times than I've been given flowers, and it's ironic because I hate my body, but I love flowers. I thought if I let them in, if I let them touch the parts of me, no one...
That doesn't make sense, like. How the is she trying to make poems about being for the streets? And then you'll have girls in their comments, you go girl, you'll have the man of your dreams one day. She's letting everyone hit there, know what I'm saying? Just to get flowers. Hey, this generation's finished there. What's going on? That's someone's daughter there. Like I say, that is somebody's daughter. Unlucky on that father there.
Having to raise a daughter in 2025 has to be terrifying.
Girls will be like, oh, you think I need you, I'll go find another. Like I said, bro, go.
Once you start getting older, let's say like probably over 40, that carry-on gets a little bit heavier. And you don't got no man to carry it for you? How you gonna get that suitcase in that car? Since you want no man, right? You wanna be a traveler?
You go be a traveler. You wanna be a Dora? You wanna explore the country? I go. Take the map with you too. Don't forget the book bag.
Swipe or keep swiping. Listen, if they want to get on dating apps and explore the streets, just let them. They did you a favor.
What is wrong with you? Running around. I'm wifey material. No, you're not. Says who? If you could be a wife, you'd be a wife. I'm single by choice. No, you're not. You're single because you don't have a choice. I got options. No, you don't. You got a bunch of that'll take you to Pound Town. That's about it.
Too many modern women think a ring makes them a wife, and male attention makes them high value.
Divorced after 30 years of marriage.
Even after 30 years of marriage, she still has the mentality of a 17-year-old child. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to prove you're an alpha. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch another one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you should watch another one. Till next time.